but your peace is priceless. You can't put a price on peace, people. It is not up for debate. Do not barter your peace for a job. This is not just a video for entrepreneurs. This is a video for someone just stuck in a 9-to-5 that they hate. Leave and go get a different one. Go somewhere else that you enjoy. And if you don't enjoy that job, go get you another one. If your goals require you to have a 9-to-5, keep you a 9-to-5. Just make sure it's one that's not gonna take a toll on your mental health. I'm not letting darkness or doubt pull me in, baby. If you saw my video about me quitting my 9-to-5, then you already know about the weight that was lifted off my shoulders. If you're new here, I quit my 9-to-5 like almost 3 months ago now. I did it for my peace, for my kids, and to finally step into my purpose. It wasn't overnight, but it was random, and I did it. So today I'm gonna give you a real life update on how that's been going for me. And listen, really quick, if you have any questions during this video, please ask them in the comments if I don't answer them. I am going to talk about so much stuff that is going to help you if you are in the same position. So you want to watch the video until the end. You can save your questions until the end, but I encourage you, if you think of a question and you need answers, don't hesitate, y'all, to comment below. If it's questions about leaving your job, figuring out what your next step is, or wondering if it's really worth you leaving the job and you're okay with putting it out in the open, I want to help you. I got my smoothie with me, y'all, because I haven't had breakfast. This is not going to be a long drawn out video. This is going to be a video broken down into 4 parts. I want to start with the positives. So part 1 is going to be the positives since I've left. The number 1 positive is owning my time. No greater feeling. Number 1 for me is spending more time with my kids. If you're a mom watching this video, then walking away from that 9-to-5 to spend more time with your kids, yes. A huge yes, a major yes. I would definitely encourage you to do it for that reason. I'm able to bond more. It's summer break for my daughter, so we can spend a lot more time. We can go do different things. My son is 2, but these are prominent years for him, so me being present and me being there is so important. And then he can't talk, so I don't really want anybody watching him outside of me or his dad. I don't want anybody having the responsibility that comes with a toddler. I want that responsibility for myself. So it feels great to be able and be home and put them on proper routines, making sure they go to bed on time, or they get up and they get a full breakfast. That feels amazing too. Actually being able to make a breakfast that I enjoy, a breakfast that contributes to my health and my wellness, instead of having to stop by Starbucks every morning because I'm running low on time. I'm having to rush my daughter out the door for school. That was hectic for me. Every morning having to take my daughter to school, getting up, getting her ready. I'm rushing her, which isn't good for her mental health. It wasn't good or healthy for me to have to rush my daughter out the door every morning because I gotta make sure I get her to school on time so I can get home, I can get ready for work. Feels so much better to not have to worry about that. I'm able to cook dinner because I actually have the energy to do so. My hours were from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. By the time I got home, it was very seldom that I actually wanted to prepare a meal. You're not gonna have that kind of energy when you're working a 9-to-5 and so much is going into that job. So the fact that I'm able to just cook dinner, decide on a meal earlier in the day, and I can go and grab the groceries for it and I can cook, honestly, it feels like I can breathe again. It feels like I'm getting fresh air. And let me tell y'all something. Most importantly, the most important positive, not being around fake energy and draining personalities. That's been the biggest blessing because that has a very huge toll on your mental health. So not being around fake energy, people pretending to like you or wanting to like you or be around you or just tolerating you and dealing with you, no better feeling than knowing you don't have to watch your back. Now I want to get into the struggles. Balanced, but not negative. So the first thing I want to talk about, y'all, when you leave your 9-to-5, one thing that I have struggled with is staying in my bed longer. When you don't have a responsibility in the morning, granted, when my daughter goes back to school, I'll have reason to get up, you know, but before then, I'm actually going to contribute to getting up. I started my year off getting up at 5 a.m. going to the gym, but it became a lot, you know, while working, so I kind of stopped that. But the struggle is having the ability to stay in bed long. Your daughter is on summer break. You got no reason to really get up early in the morning unless you do care about your fitness and your well-being. Then, you know, you're not really getting up early. One thing I can say that has really taken a toll on my body does not like not getting up and going. My body wants a reason to get up and move around. It's used to moving and grooving. And I have not really been doing that. So it hasn't felt good. I know that sounds crazy. And I feel like the first 1 to 2 weeks, you know, not really getting up early, like that's okay. Like, that's okay to do because you need that break. But eventually, darling, you're gonna have to come up out of that. You can't stay in that forever. So I do want to create structure without clocking in to a job. You know, it could be me just getting up in the morning and going to the gym, which I'm gonna just start back getting up in the morning, going on walks, going to the gym, lifting a little weights, and just starting my day early, waking up with the birds. It's about employing myself, holding myself accountable. So gym time, that's next for me. The second struggle is financial adjustments. There's no more bi-weekly nail salon appointments. I do my nails at home, but it's okay because I'm passionate about beauty. I went to cosmetology school and I also went to esthetician school. So there's a passion there. I've always been really good at doing my own nails, press-on nails of course, but I'm actually about to get into Gel X nails. And the good thing about that is my daughter is actually passionate about nails. So I've always wanted to learn how to do nails at home for my sake, to save me money. Plus, when you go to traditional nail salons, and I'm going to say traditional to keep it respectful, when you go to traditional nail salons, you don't always get the outcome that you want. And y'all know that. Granted, there are some really good nail artists around my area, but right now with the financial adjustments that I've had to make, I won't be visiting them. I've been doing my nails at home. And this is an encouraging stage because I actually want to teach my daughter, you know, eventually pay for her some lessons, but she's 10. But, you know, teaching her, getting her started, because that is a trade that can really do great things for her. So it did more for me, more good for me than it did bad. So I'm spending less even on my hair. I don't let anyone do my hair anymore. I do my own hair. I did my own braids. I didn't film it, but if you have been familiar with my channel, you are subscribed, then you know I'm able to do my own hair. So I did my own knotless braids. This would have cost me $350. I chose to do it myself because I have the time and the energy first and foremost. So $40 compared to $350, I mean, you do the math. I'm shopping less, you know, I'm not saying that I don't shop. I just buy what I need. Like with my art piece, like I wanted to buy a very big art canvas to go on my wall. I decided to create one on my own because guess what? It's within the budget. Ultimately, it's about staying focused when you have to make financial adjustments, because I'm gonna tell y'all something. Saving 6 months of your expenses is a great thing to do, but you're not always gonna be in a position to do that, especially if you were dealing with anything like I was dealing with in my recent career. So even if you did and you want to give yourself 6 months to regenerate your income, you need to do something for yourself. You want to build your own income, right? That 6 months might beat you. The savings, it may beat you before you have grown a new income. So you start to tremble. However, you cannot give up. Is it smart to save 6 months expenses? Absolutely. Yes, the biggest financial experts out there recommend it. But if you can't and you're in a position where you can't, try to save enough. I didn't save 6, but I had close to it. But it caught up with me. So have I, you know, been walking on a tightrope here and there? Absolutely. Yes, I have. But the God within me keeps me so focused and so lifted that it's always constant reminders. Have I gotten behind on a bill or two? Absolutely, yes. But I always catch up. And it's the strangest thing, but I know it's nothing but God, because it's like, oh my God, I forgot I did that partnership and I get a payout today. Or, oh my God, I got a YouTube check today. You know, so it's about keeping faith. The biggest thing you can do within this struggle, don't lose faith. Stay faithful. Do not stress. Believe that that money is gonna come. I know it's hard, but it's gonna come. As long as you're doing the work, you've got to do something. If you have a trade that you're sitting on, you know how to cut hair, you can bake, you know, you can do hair, you can braid like me, you can do makeup, you have certifications and other things that you can do and work for yourself. You need to be using those, because for me, I cringe with the thought of braiding people's hair, but I'm good at it and I can make good good money, but I don't want to use my braider's license for it. It only costs $25 and an exam and sending in a passport ID to get your braider's license. And I won't do it. Maybe y'all can give me some encouragement in the comments, but I cringe at the thought of it because I don't really like people. You know, let me know if that relates to y'all in any kind of way. Do you have something that you're talented at and good at, but you don't want to use because you don't want to deal with people? And if that's been you before and you're doing it now, you're using that talent now, what did you do to get you out of that? Obviously, I'm not in a position to be picky, so please help me. So I want to move into struggle 3, and then I'll move on to the next point, which is very similar to struggle number 2. This is just a financial reality check for me. Bills don't stop. Nobody talks about that part, but it's real. I'm not gonna spend too much time in this struggle because again, it just aligns with struggle number 2. Because your bills don't stop, you don't get to. Just because you walk away from that 9 to 5 doesn't mean you stop. When I walked away from my 9 to 5, I hit the ground running. Now I can tell y'all, a couple of weeks ago, I was in the emergency room because I was very low on iron. I am anemic. Also, if you have any points, tips, or anything about anemia, please leave it in the comments. But anyway, I say that to say I was doing partnership after partnership, filming after filming. If you're not following me on my Instagram, follow me there. You'll see how consistent I had gotten to the point where I was not doing enough for my body. No vitamins. I'm drinking water, but I stopped drinking water because I was so busy not thinking about it. So because bills don't stop, you gotta go. But you gotta take care of yourself in the midst of that, or you can't make money. You can't do anything. That's what I learned. So moving out of that part, the mental side and faith. Now the mental side of things. Have I thought about going back to work? Yes. I've searched on Indeed. I Google searched jobs hiring near me. Only when the fear checks in. Only when anxiety checks in. But I keep fear and anxiety in check. The way that I do that, this right here. Because at the end of the day, I know what I felt walking out of those doors. That weight, the release. There's no greater feeling. That right there was enough confirmation for me. Knowing your purpose is bigger. Just because you're passionate about something does not make that your purpose. Keep that in mind. Now, some people's purpose is within a 9 to 5. Mine is not. Some people are chosen to go to work, but I know my purpose isn't that. It's bigger than that. You know, I feel like teaching, mentoring, leading, it's always been who I am, right? So there are 9 to 5s that require that type of purpose, which is teaching. And honestly, if I did anything, it would be me going back to school for 4 years and becoming a teacher and walking in that purpose. But the reason why I mentioned Christ, I hold a faith that God is going to release discernment within me on what it is that I need to do. There are several things that I want to do, several things I'm good at. I'm trying so hard, y'all, to focus on what needs to be done. Sometimes doing what you don't want to do is exactly what you need to do in order for you to get to the next step. But when you are removed from situations, it is because God is ready to put you where you belong. So I'm building a stronger relationship with Jesus. Have I met Christ before? Yes, I've been introduced, but I know that I need Christ on this walk, needless to say, in every walk from here on out. So I know that when I go into that dark place and I'm crying and my anxiety is high, I pray. My mom visits me and I get that sense of encouragement again, which lets me know that having a relationship with Christ and staying firm in my belief of God being within me is super important. It's the biggest tool that I have for this journey. I've beat anxiety before and depression, so I'm not depressed. I'm not gonna let anxiety defeat me. I keep both of those emotions in their place. Part 4, y'all, and then we're gonna close the video out. If you've liked the video so far and I've helped you so far, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. That encourages me to continue to update you all on my journey. For anyone thinking about leaving their 9 to 5, if you feel called to leave, it's for a reason. Meaning, if you have a feeling that you should walk away, you should leave. If you're watching this video and it's not just for an update, but you're watching this video because you're thinking about leaving, it's for a reason and you need to determine what their reason is and you need to go. If you need help figuring out whether or not you should go, you need to comment below and be open. Judgment-free zone here. If anyone gets under your comment judging you, I will block them. I got your back. Save money if you can, but sometimes you have to leap and take that leap of faith like me. I didn't plan on quitting that day. I had no choice. Put in a notice if possible to protect your options, because unemployment is going to be an option so long as you do things the right way. I wasn't given the opportunity to put in a full notice, but you may be able to. So if you can, if you're watching this video, put your notice in. And if your company loves you good enough in 30 days or 2 weeks, if you still just don't know, maybe they'll keep you. I don't know. But keep faith. Not everyone is built for this. But if you are, do not let fear stop you. It was the best feeling I had in a long time. So listen, life is not perfect, but your peace is priceless. You can't put a price on peace, people. You can't. It is not up for debate. Do not barter your peace for a job. Absolutely not. Go get another one if you have to. This is not just a video for entrepreneurs. This is a video for someone just stuck in a 9-to-5 that they hate. Leave and go get a different one. Go somewhere else that you enjoy. And if you don't enjoy that job, go get you another one. Just don't stay somewhere and sacrifice your peace. Stay focused on your goals. If your goals require you to have a 9-to-5, keep you a 9-to-5. Just make sure it's one that's not going to take a toll on your mental health. I refuse to let the darkness or the doubt pull me in. I'm stronger than that. I'm not letting darkness or doubt pull me in, baby. It's not going to work. I'm too mentally fit for that. I've already been depressed, severely depressed. I've already had generalized anxiety. I've had all the panic attacks. The darkness can't hold me and the devil can't have me. Do not throw away your dreams for a paycheck. Find a way to survive and build. And if you gotta change 9-to-5 after 9-to-5, they like, that girl right there keep a job. She always changing jobs. I have a close friend, keeps a job, but she has the house she wants. Her kids are well taken care of. She drives a car she wants. People can say what they want, but she's doing what she gotta do. And people can say what they want to say about me, but I'm doing what I gotta do. And to know me is to know. Mirrors is gonna do what she gotta do. So finally, y'all, this is the end of the video. Don't forget to leave a comment if you have any questions or any words of encouragement. If you want to continue to see more of my journey, if you would like for me to show you what a day in my life looks like after leaving my 9-to-5, please leave me a comment below. I want to give you guys the content that you want to see and that you need so that I can feel good and that you can feel good. Make sure you subscribe for more life updates. I am going to be consistent so long as you guys want it. I'm going to deliver it. If you need motivation, honest conversations, then this is the channel for you. Don't forget that liking this video helps push it out to other people who need to see it. You don't know everybody, so just give the video a thumbs up. That helps me, it helps you, and it helps people out there in the world that are going through the same thing we are. And last but not least, if you're walking this journey too, hello, you're not alone. Keep going. We got this. Come on now. We're the chosen ones. We know that. But I'll see you in the next video.